Welcome, everybody, to something new that we are starting, which is our little podcast. Starring JT, Bortas, and myself, we will be discussing a variety of topics that will be interesting for everybody, hopefully, along with some comical bands. So, hope you enjoy. Welcome, everybody. Jesus Christ. To Ben. Ben being fabulous. To something new that we're doing, which is our little podcast thing.
Where we talk absolute bullshit
For a solid hour. Well, yeah.
as long as we fucking want.
For as long as we
Sit
want.
down, bullshit will never happen.
You should be on TV for that. You should be on TV for that.
So, today's topic, gents, even though Jack knows fuck all about it.
Gents,
I
what?
know
So,
what.
so aren't ladies watching this? No, probably not.
I'm talking to you two!
Oh, I thought you meant like today. Okay.
What's the topic?
Well, we was gonna do the E3, wasn't we? Was it?
We're going to talk about anything, but
yeah,
we're going to start with E3.
we're gonna do
stuff.
everything on E3, Fallout and HoloLens, because Jack likes HoloLens, don't you, Jack?
Yeah.
And Jack's going to,
Serenade us,
he's going to be quiet for about an hour and a half while we talk about the rest of the shit that was there too. So
basically.
there is that. How fun.
So, kicking it off, let's start with the.
Should we start with the big one first, or should we just go around the smaller ones?
Well, we should go around the smaller ones first, and then finish off with the grand finale. Whilst we make this
So
out.
Fallout 4, guys. What did you think?
I don't think that's a small one, to be honest.
No, it's quite small. No one knows about it. So
What's
Fallout 4.
What was that, Jack?
Exactly. There
What's
we go.
Fallout 4?
What's Fallout 4?
Yeah.
It's 4 that falls
Fallout
out.
4 is it's an indie free roam game made by a company no one's ever heard of before. It's next gen as fuck, and
Does the
that's it,
company
really.
have a name?
Does the company, yeah, Ubisoft.
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 Soft boobies.
No,
Yes.
what is it? Bethesda, whatever.
Bethesda publishers. I don't know who. I'm pretty sure they're making it as well. I'm not sure. Not entirely sure.
Yes,
But hey, Bethesda's the big name, so we go with them.
exactly. So, Ben, what did you think of the E3 conference with Fallout 4 being shown?
I think of it. Fucking there's okay. The Fallout 4 bit, or just the whole of the Bethesda conference.
Just the Fallout 4 bit to start with. We'll start with Fallout 4.
Okay, well, the Fallout 4 bit was just fucking how do you say that word?
Phenomenal.
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 word.
There we go. You got it out
that's
there.
it. That's the word I'm looking for.
There you go.
It was fantastic, and I cried manly tears. Not gonna lie, it was incredible.
Did you catch
that's
the
my
tears in
thoughts.
buckets?
I caught them in little bottles.
Did you use them as lube
And
afterwards?
I shipped them to Japan so they could make some new.
I knew there was going to be something about lube.
Yeah, did you use them as lube?
Ignore the lube. Right, we don't need the lube here.
Lube is lube. Lub.
The lube.
So, what about you, Jack? Did you watch the E3 conference on
Yeah,
Fallout
I
4?
did, you know, it was total, like, banter.
So fucking bad, and I hate you. So.
Okay, so what? How? So, do we want to give like a general overview of how it starts for any people who've not seen the E3 conference and all of Fallout 4's manliness?
Time to go watch it.
Well, you can just go watch
Yeah.
it, I guess, but we could just sum it up for him real quick. I think Ben should do Fallout 4 since he's a proper fanboy, but
It was next gen as fuck. That's one.
that's not how it starts, is it? That's not how the opening credits come on.
Oh,
next.
the opening starts next gen as fuck.
Especially when
All of
that
it
guy
is just
knocks.
next gen here and there. Just it's all next gen. You have no idea.
Ben loves it. Ben enjoys it quite a lot.
Oh, I came multiple times at once. It was.
Did you
strange.
change? Did you change or keep on the same trousers?
Did I keep on the same trousers? Nope. I was completely nude by the end of it. So it was. Yeah. Next.
That's how good. That's how good Fallout 4 is. It gets you completely nude.
Yeah.
Makes you
Pip-Boy
completely
edition.
nude.
Literally, I'm not the only one on this, but I screamed quite a bit.
So, do you know anybody who's ordered the Pip-Boy edition?
Yeah, two sad fucks. Not gonna name names, but yeah, they got it instantly.
Well, when they do get the Pip-Boy edition, and they actually do like get it, I think we should invite them onto the podcast as well, so that they can tell us
Talk
how
about it.
talk about it. Yeah, give us like a general overview of what it's
How'd
like.
it feel wasting 50 quid, you faggots?
Hey,
Just
there
leave
you
it at
go.
that.
There you go. That's it. Kick 'em at the call. End of podcast. That's it. That's how it'd work.
You have other friends apart from me.
We have other what?
You have other friends apart from me.
Ben does, yeah. I don't associate with them because they're hackers, aren't they?
Only one of them.
Rory, you hacking prick.
If you're watching this,
I'll slap you up on CSGO.
you little hacking fanboy.
Hey, Rory.
So Banter with the Vlads.
So, fuck's sake.
I couldn't keep it out. I'm sorry. It had to be
Keep
said.
it out.
Exactly. Yeah.
You couldn't keep it out.
I
You
couldn't.
keep it in.
I could. That's the one. I couldn't keep it in. Sorry. The excitement of Fallout has just got me rifled.
On other Bethesda things, did you ever see the new Doom stuff?
I saw bits of it. Nice,
Yeah.
nice. I didn't see the whole thing.
The gameplay for it is just some guy running around ripping people's heads off and then kicking them in the face with their own legs. It's incredible.
Fucking hell.
Sounds like Auschwitz.
Mental.
Sounds like a normal Saturday
Well, that's
night
an
in
Auschwitz,
town.
trust me.
It wasn't Auschwitz. It sounds like a normal Saturday in town. Did you just say? Where do you go?
Well,
He goes to well, we don't talk about it. So
Well, we're talking about it.
Dan,
Okay.
what else did you see of E3 other than Fallout 4?
Well, I saw that. I saw the Kingdom Hearts trailer. I saw that.
Oh,
I saw the gameplay for that as well. I can see
Oh,
why you're hyped up for it.
Oh,
One thing I did, obviously, I've never played Kingdom Hearts before, so I couldn't.
Well,
I couldn't feel.
missing out.
I couldn't feel the same love that you was feeling. But at one point, wasn't Goofy in it from friggin'?
Yes, it's a Disney.
That's what I mean.
Square
I
Enix
didn't think it
mashup.
was.
It's a mix between Square Enix's Final Fantasy like the whole like lore based stuff, and it's also got Disney characters in it.
That's what I just didn't
Because-
understand it. Because like
It's incredible.
1 minute he's fighting some massive fat robot, and then next thing you know, Goofy's behind him with a shield and Donald Duck. I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
what's
it's-
going on here?
It's like a Disney tale in its own sense. It's very fucking dark, and it's such a complex story as well. Like if you play Kingdom Hearts 3 without any knowledge of the others, you're not going to understand a thing that's going on.
So
so
there's
there
no
is
point.
that.
There's no point me getting hyped up for Kingdom Hearts 3 when I haven't played the first two.
Yeah. Or well, it's not just the first two you haven't played. There's 7 games I think in total that
oh,
all
not many of them.
you know.
Only a couple.
Not many, but
It'll take me a few
I
hours.
followed the story from the start, so it's going to be, of course, a little bit easier for me to understand it.
But that's why you're so
Yeah.
hyped. That's why you've got the
I'm
hype.
realistically hyped.
And what's that
I'm
coming
more
out?
hyped for that than Fallout.
What
And
really?
that's in development, so it could be. I'm gonna guess 2017, but don't hold me on that.
But what's that actually coming out for? Is that like release for?
Xbox One, PS4.
What about PC?
so- I doubt they'll do a PC game because they haven't done Kingdom Hearts on PC before.
See, that's the only reason I'm getting Fallout on Xbox as well, because like I don't think my computer would be able to run with Fallout.
Yeah, especially with a new engine as well.
Well, I saw something about that today. How they've put a new
Well,
engine in there.
I can run the Fallout games on my computer on ultra high settings. This game looks like it could break my computer on the lowest setting. So
Well, I saw the trailers for it yesterday, and just looking at the sunset, I think would just wreck my monitor as well. Like my whole monitor would just crumble.
just that lighting.
Just the lighting would just break my monitor. Not even the computer, just the monitor would just smash in half. Just split. Thanks for that. But I don't know. What about bunnies? Oh, what else was it? I saw something else
What
on
about
there.
bunnies? What?
Yeah,
Yeah, what
he's
about
he's
bunnies?
he's spawning bunnies in. What about the have you seen the app? The Fallout Shelter app that's available
Yes.
for iOS. Are you planning on getting any of that?
I can't get the ones that are like iOS based only, but I will be getting the Pip-Boy one when it's like for Android and such.
Yeah. See, I wanna. That looks good. I might try and download that on the tablet. Based on the fact that the screen's bigger and I'll actually be able to see something spawning like rabbits. But yeah,
Yeah,
I think that'd be good. I saw that. It's basically, I don't know. Is it the same kind of general overview of like the Fallout? Does it follow the same storyline just as an app? Because I know that they released that yesterday, was it, or the day before?
What bit? What bit? The Fallout Shelter? Or
The
what?
Fallout Shelter, yeah.
Fallout Shelter is just a totally different game.
But it's
altogether,
like
doesn't
it's
it?
kind of like SimCity, in it? How you have to,
Yeah, just based in a vault.
yeah, you have
It's
to
not
like
really-
run the vault and
There's
grow
nothing
food.
linked in with the game itself. So
Yeah.
it's
But the
like a
app,
one-off.
the app that you get in the
app
Pit
is
Boy,
just
that's
second
just
screen experience, so you trigger it in game as well.
okay. See, I didn't see much of that. I just saw about how the app was being released on the same day that the E3 conference was. I think it was, which was it 2 days ago? Today's the 17th, 15th was it? Yeah. So it was released on the 15th, on the night of the 15th. So it's been out for a couple of days now. So no doubt everybody's more than likely sweated all of that out and completed. I don't even know if you can complete, to be honest, because I didn't watch much of it, but I just remember it being looking good.
Still on that
Looking
Fallout
good.
Shelter.
Yeah.
I was too busy spawning guards.
Oh no, yeah, I've seen this. I've
No
seen
real,
this.
no real way to complete the game. It's just it keeps going until you pretty much get bored of it. Kind of like in the sense of Mortal Kombat.
I guess.
And
Does that even have a? Have you played any of that yet? Mortal Kombat.
I've
on,
played a lot of it on my phone, and I've played bits of it on my computer when it decides it wants to work.
But this
That's
is
a
the new
lot of
one as
fun.
well. Fallout 10,
Mor-
not Fallout, Mortal Kombat 10, yeah.
Kombat X.
Oh,
Yeah.
10X.
It's not
whatever.
10, I think it's just X. I don't think there's 10 games.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know
It's
there was
actually
loads
really,
that was released.
Really fun. It's
Released 10.
unrealistically fun. It's one of my first button bashing fighters that I've played.
Button mash.
Addicted.
Saying
Well,
that
that's
though,
what you end up doing. You just button bash.
But
There's not even
that's
a game
basically-
mode dedicated to button bashing.
that's basically what my Tekken life was when I played it on PlayStation. It was just button bashing. That's because that's all I ever used to.
You never don't take time to learn controls. Why would you? Eh?
Well, exactly. But who needs to learn all the combos when you could just smash your controller against the wall and
And
do
then,
something
like,
amazing?
When it says finish him in Mortal Kombat, you can pause the game and go look at your fatality.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, so it's down, down, up, left, right, X. It's
Exactly.
like, oh shit! I just ripped his face off.
I did that
like,
all
of
by
course.
myself. So
So-
we've gone from completely
We've
like
gone from E3 related Fallout 4 stuff to Mortal Kombat. We should probably get back to the E3 business.
back to the E3. So
Um,
what else was there at the conference? Because I didn't watch
But
the full
it's a shame
conference.
it's a shame you didn't look at the Doom stuff. 'Cause the Doom stuff is just like, as a Doom fan, was just a gore fest, and I loved every bit of it.
See, oh,
It's
I s-
literally such a fast-paced game. It's unreal. It's just fucking fun.
see all.
Picture Quake, but a horror version.
But I was terrible at Quake, so I'd more than likely be terrible at Doom. I remember
Trust me,
playing.
You can't be terrible at Doom. The shotguns never fucking miss. That's how big the spread is.
Yeah, but you said that about the friggin' rocket launchers on Quake, and
Yeah, but I didn't know you were so bad.
Well, it's not.
So,
You say we
No,
was that bad. It was me and Jack.
Look, Doom single player, easy as. So, yeah, Jack, do you want to get in on this at all? Seen anything of Doom?
No.
Have you done anything with E E3?
I'm not with E3 now. A lot of other things. maybe.
Walls. I can't remember what else Bethesda announced,
They.
if anything.
I
'Cause
saw.
those were the main two I looked at. to be quite honest with you.
All I saw was that stuff, and the main thing I looked at was the Fallout. What do you think about the new thing they've done with Fallout, where you get to build the settlements? What do you think of that?
Personally, probably not going to delve into it when I get the game. It's a fucking great concept there.
I think it's good how you can. Well, I don't think. I think I'd
My
stick to the
favourite thing
storyline.
about it is it's completely optional, because that means I can just skip over it. Unless there's an achievement tied to it, in which case, well, I'm going to have to.
Well, obviously, because you've just planned 100% the game in the first 6 hours. 'Cause-
Oh, please.
That's what
First
you
2
do with every
years.
game.
no, this is what he
Yeah,
does
I
with
know.
Fallout. He did it with everything else.
Look, I recently finished my 300th playthrough of Fallout New Vegas, alright? I'm not that tryhardy, I promise.
I did like Fallout New Vegas. I might start playing that again
Vegas
just so I
was
can get
good.
back into the
There's-
hype of Fallout.
I'm just hoping the music for Fallout 4 and the radio is as good as New Vegas, because Vegas is my favourite music.
Well, the music that was in the trailers and everything was pretty
it seems
good.
it
so
gave off the vibe, so...
and
hoping.
it kept the same kind of
And
what's
if you
feel.
what I spotted in the trailer for it as well is that there's a place called GNN, which I'm guessing is Galaxy News Network. So as we all know, Galaxy News Radio from Fallout 3 might make a return. Because
Exactly.
the guy who even played Free Dog said he might be returning to
No,
the
no,
post.
no, no, no,
So
no,
if
no.
that is true, we could expect.
what was that?
Thanks for that. We could be expecting like a blend between Fallout 3 music and New Vegas music.
No, no,
But
no,
I
no.
want to throw a question back at you, Dan. Shut the fuck up, Jack. We ain't got anything useful.
No, no,
say.
no, no,
Anyway,
no,
I want to throw.
no.
Fuck off. I wanna throw a question back at you, Dan. What do you think of the
Hashtag
games
throwback.
for the Pip-Boy?
Oh, I saw that about how you can play the atomic what was it, Atomic Rush or something like that, where it's like Space Invaders, but you shoot the nukes down and
Well,
everything.
there's like there's an equivalent to like Donkey Kong.
It's yeah, I saw that. But I think I'm probably gonna end up playing the campaign up until the point I get to like unlock whatever they are or wherever you get them, and then I'm probably gonna spend like most of my time playing the arcade games on the Pip-Boy.
I think most of the arcade games are given to you at the start, but I'm hoping you can find.
See,
others.
I'm hoping that them like collectibles kind of thing that you find around the map, so that you actually have to work for them rather than just getting them straight away. Because like,
him before one's in the hands of a Deathclaw, never getting that one.
well, unless you got a friggin' what they call the hardened fat man. Have you seen the gameplay of that?
One of those fucking power armor suits that you just like it picks you up and puts you in.
And
like Titanfall. That bit was just.
I saw
crazy
that
to me.
actually,
It's like,
where
it's
he
got a
just
whole
gets.
It's got its own HUD. And everything.
Yeah.
It's like this is just mental now.
And it just spawns a minigun in your hand, and you can just
Yeah.
you can just take it on
no,
Godzilla.
The minigun, the bit they showed was a side quest, I'm pretty sure, and you got in the armor and picked up the minigun. But like you get the gun from, so that's where that gun came from.
Still, I think it'd be good. But back to the.
I also really love the features as well. That when you're talking to someone, it can be in first person.
Or you can just walk
so you can
away.
either play it like a, or you can walk away, or you could shoot him in the face.
I remember
So,
that.
there
I
was
like
that.
how he picked up on that as the max. Like he was like, or you could
Yeah.
just kill them, you know.
Yeah, or you could kill him.
Or you
Because,
could kill them.
you know, why not?
Yeah.
I just can't wait to kill a main quest character and just to say they're unconscious, even though they've been blown into pieces. Because why not, right?
So
I just think it's funny how, like, when I was reading Twitter whilst watching that announcement as well, just scrolling through it, and a lot of people really, really wanted to be able to kill kids in that game. I don't know,
dark and sadistic turns.
I know, but you can't help but agree. Like, they're giving you all this freedom. Why not go the extra mile? Make
Well,
it so you can do literally anything.
They say freedom, but I was reading a post. This morning that E3 had did I think they was doing an interview or something like that with like Xbox, I think it was, and they were saying that the NPCs that you get in game, like the companions and stuff like that you get with you, like the dogs and stuff, they don't die like within the game. Like how in like Fallout you could get Rex, New Vegas I think it was, where you got the king's
they
dog.
just go unconscious at a certain point.
And like they can
See,
just
I like
die.
that feature in the respect that in Fallout, my companions were always fucking dying.
Well,
I just had to always
what
load a
happened in
save,
mine,
and it
like,
just really, really annoyed me because they're so useless when they die. Because they don't have any fucking
well,
health.
that's the whole point. Because them dead. Anything's useless when it's dead.
Even Forks, who has like the most hit points I think of any character in the game other than a behemoth, I killed him instantly because I walked him over a trip mine. So there is that. So I'm glad that they're immortal. Unless they give you an option to turn it off, that would be good.
Well,
you could play it like super realistic, so everyone can fucking die.
Well, technically, I think I'd say it's not exactly still in development because I think they've obviously developed the game, but I'm sure they could like add tweaks and stuff like that based on. They haven't finished it, but they could easily change something.
There's still so much to add.
They could easily change something like that, but like I say, in the interview that I read,
knowing Bethesda, there'll be a day one patch as well.
More than
and
likely.
Then 2 weeks later, there'll be another patch.
Well, that's probably
and
means it's going to spend like 2 hours downloading that.
2 weeks later, there'll be another patch, and 2 weeks later, there'll be, and so on, because that's what Bethesda do.
But that means means them still working on the game until the point they kill it off. So either way, I don't think
Borderlands on it. I just want them to keep releasing DLC and not just limit it to like 4 like they did with New Vegas. Because the DLC in that game was fun and all, but once you finished it, you're just left empty.
See, I never played any of the DLCs for any of the other Fallouts. Like I didn't buy.
You're
didn't
really
buy
missing
them.
out in that sense.
I didn't buy them.
Part of the game.
I remember I finished bits of. I don't even think I finished Fallout 3 to be honest. I did all of the side quests, but I didn't do all the main quests. I don't think. But I remember finishing. I think it was New Vegas. I'm not sure though. I haven't played them in ages. It just shows how long ago I've played them. I might actually play.
Go back and play them.
I might actually go back and play them just so you get back into the hype of like the whole Fallout 4 like context of it kind of thing.
I would do the same with Kingdom Hearts, but I no longer own a PlayStation.
Anal. I'm no longer anal.
I no longer anal PlayStation 2s. Oh, now Jack in the conversation. Mention anal, he's right there. Look at him. This guy.
Head pops up and everything's like woo.
Loves a bit of anal.
Exactly.
Weird. It's an anal monster.
It's not weird.
It's frowned upon.
Spetsnaz.
It's not frowned upon.
It is.
You're frowned upon.
I probably am.
Upon the frown. So what?
Anyway. Yeah, I can't do the same with Kingdom Hearts because I don't own a PlayStation.
Well, like I suppose you could. Oh, but you said it wasn't released for. But did the old original Kingdom Hearts never get released for PC, or was it always console based? Like-
It was always PlayStation based, and then the spin-off games. Because what I noticed with them is they released the main game, so they released Kingdom Hearts 1, and then they released 2 spin-offs on totally different fucking platforms, like I don't know, Game Boy and DS or whatever. And then like the release the next game and then 2 spin-offs, and then the next game and 2 spin-offs. But this is the new because they since the biggest release they've only had 1 spin-off before they announced Kingdom Hearts 3, so they're definitely planning on bringing it to an end.
Well, I suppose bringing it to an end, which means that they've got the last one's got to be like the best that they've ever like. They're gonna have to put all their effort into making it. Obviously, like I said, I've never played them before, so I can't exactly say
I trust they will because it's Square Enix, and I've played a lot of fantasy games, and they're just always so fun to play because they're just so detailed.
I don't like to say. I don't. It's one of those like I said, I'd want to play them, but like you said, because I haven't played all the others, I wouldn't be able to fully understand it, so there wouldn't be any point. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So like in that kind of way, it's kind of bad because it's like, oh, you have to go back and go buy all the old stuff if you wanted to ever play it, and I find
Well,
like
alternatively, you can't because what I did when I couldn't play Kingdom Hearts 2 again to catch up on it, like I always watched like a playthrough of it with no commentary, because that way you get all the story and perfect gameplay, so it just runs you through the game, catches you up to speed with everything, and that's what I did for the one that came out on the 3DS. So there is that. You know what, Jack? Let's go to you. What are you hyped for, release wise?
HoloLens, mate.
Oh, yeah, let's go on to the HoloLens. If any of you's watched,
Let's get Jack involved.
Let's get Jack in the HoloLens.
conversation.
So, if any of you've watched the E3, you obviously know about the new HoloLens. That there's who's bringing it? It's Microsoft, isn't it? That's bringing it for Windows. It's running on Windows 10, yeah. And it's basically like an Oculus Rift that you get to see the game through goggles, but obviously you get abilities to like. Well, it's not exactly spawn it, is it? It's like generate the world in front of you, like within your own canvas kind of thing.
As such, yeah. You say something like start game, and the game appears on the wall, and it connects to a controller in your hand, and you just play it. And then when you want to look at, because Minecraft was the main example, but I did see an image today on Twitter by someone posted it, and it's got one of the, do you know the hunters from Halo?
Yeah.
The big ugly fuckers.
Yeah.
It's got one of them on a table.
See, now if you like the whole concept of augmented reality, if you like implemented that into like the popular first-person shooters, like every single game going with augmented reality, like imagine say like Call of Duty or Battlefields or something like. Imagine playing Battlefield and then like a building blows up to your right, and then like you look at it and the building actually lands like on you, and you see like the whole. Obviously not like it. Obviously like
this was the building next door.
Of course, like you don't want your nan in the living room at the same time, and like she just walks in with a tray of tea, and she just gets squished by a falling vehicle. Like that wouldn't be good, but obviously that'd be banter. Obviously, I'd probably carry on. The worst part is I'd probably carry on playing. Like I wouldn't even stop to make sure she's okay. I'd probably check to see if the tea's okay first. That's the worst part.
It's like when 3D first came out, wasn't it? When like everyone was there sitting in the cinema, it's like, holy shit, it's coming towards me, and they're trying to dodge out the way. It's like, it's not real, you idiot.
It's video, but that's what I mean.
Same fashion.
But like I said, you've seen the gadget show, and you've been obviously like you've seen the old like gadget shows and stuff like that. Do you ever remember watching one where it was the same kind of principle of augmented reality, but they used pain receptors so that every time that they got shot in a game,
yes,
like,
I saw that.
See, I thought.
I'm not a fan of that.
See, I don't know. I think that
hardened veterans might be.
Like
obviously that'd be good.
4D cinema kind of thing.
Yeah. Because it was like getting hit by paintballs, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I saw 2 different ones. There was one where he was on like I think it was like a Dutch company that made like these rollers on the floor, and when you walked, the rollers walked with it, kind of thing. And whenever you got shot, you got hit by like a paintball, like a beanbag kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which obviously I don't think that'd be good because.
Then the other one was like let a little shock into you.
Yeah,
like
it was like it was like an electrocution.
So I'm glad they scrapped that.
Dangerous.
Because,
again.
Static electricity is fucking dangerous. I own a trampoline. I know this shit. Okay?
That's dangerous.
It is. Oh, yeah.
It fucking hurts as well. Like you don't even expect it half, and I was, oh, you fucker. You know,
it's when you accidentally brush across your nan and you just give her an electric shock.
Game. I don't really want to play a war game, get shot and go, ah, you fucker. That's not the reaction to get shot by a bullet. You know?
What even?
Paintball. Yeah.
So you're saying you'd want actual bullet shots?
Yes. I want to be shot with actual bullets. You know, I want it to be real.
We're gonna walk into Ben's living room like 2 years down the line, he's bleeding out on the floor. What are you playing? Augmented reality.
I was playing Borderlands and he had a fucking legendary gun.
You were trying to think of a gun then, weren't you?
I was gonna say the double penetrating unkempt Howard, but that's a bit of a mouthful, so I just skipped.
Just a gun. A gun shot me.
Damn.
For the Borderlands nerd, I think they announced DLC for Borderlands pre-sequel. Not sure. Didn't really watch the 2K stuff.
Oh, I've still not finished that game. I'm literally, you know,
Pre-sequel.
yeah. I
I've
got like,
played
I got
it since finishing it.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't find it as fun as Borderlands. did.
See, I actually liked the first Borderlands the best. Like, you know,
Really?
I don't know actually. The second was good. You know what I found good about the second one? You know, remember
Second one's my
the
favourite.
remember the Slab King
Yeah.
in the
correct.
second one? Yeah, I didn't know it was brick to start. I was like, whoa,
Who
like
the fuck's this guy?
it was this. Whoa, it was
Whoa.
this. Poof, it's brick. It's like, yeah, but that's we've strayed
Well, I
again
didn't
from friggin'
know.
E3.
Because when I got Borderlands 2, I remember this way back when Borderlands 2 came out. I played
Yeah.
Borderlands 1, you know. It's still an underdog game at this point because not many people have heard of like Borderlands at that point.
See, only
And I went into it not watching anything of it, like trailer-wise. So I
Yeah.
did not know the original survivors were in it. So I was like, oh shit, it's these guys. It's quite surprising.
see,
But
but
yeah, I'm pretty sure they announced DLC. I didn't look into it too much. But there was definitely Borderlands stuff there because I saw those psychos show up at some point.
yeah.
They're
Oh,
cheeky psychos.
aren't the you know the original Vault Raiders that was in the first Borderlands? They're in the pre-sequel, aren't they? Because they like get hired by is it
Well,
Handsome Jack?
Roland and Lilith are in it.
Gonna make
That's
me
it.
again.
Yeah, Handsome Jack. Yeah.
Hey.
I know that Roland and Lilith are in it because you fight alongside them, don't you? Because they're in it after. I think it's the storyline after they've just opened the vault in it or something like that. Because they was like
Something like that.
they were celebrating at Moxie's bar, and then that's when you go
Right.
find them or something like that. I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah, and then spoiler alert, they help you and then they betray you.
yeah, basically. But yeah, I remember playing all that
So-
bits. Back to the HoloLens. So Jack, what are you looking forward to most? Like if it was a game, if you wanted
Dank
to,
memes.
the dank memes.
He's just looking forward to browsing the internet on his table, you know?
That's
Oh,
what he
no,
wants.
yeah? Oh
He
my
can't wait to get a
god.
3D woman and just
The
I'm not
3D
gonna
porn.
finish that.
Well,
I'm not gonna
this
finish that.
this
He did it for me.
Yep,
This
exactly.
is Jack, ladies and gentlemen. This is his mind, sir. This is him.
The only time he's ever popped into this
Absolute
conversation is when we mentioned porn or anal. So,
Same thing, really.
well, obviously, painal. That's what it is. Painal. Yep. So,
That's a different story, that is. That's
Sounds
brutal.
like it, to be quite honest.
it does sound quite
Jesus
different.
Christ.
But that's the. Are you having fun down there?
I'm fucking having a great time. I don't know how to make an ender portal work.
Uh,
So there is that.
Yeah. Well, but like I don't know. Like, I think with the whole HoloLens thing, I mean, how much is it? It's £1,200 like pounds for UK
I
or
don't know. I
something
didn't
like.
look at the price.
I had to look at the prices for it the other day, and it's $1,500 in America. So that's like what 1,200, 300 over here for a pair of goggles that I'll probably either sit on and break, or they'll fall off my head because I'll be playing a scary game and I'll end up throwing them across the wall and probably killing my nan again.
God. I wouldn't enjoy scary games in like a HoloLens.
See, I
played
wouldn't.
a scary game with the Oculus Rift, right?
See, I haven't tried the
Not
Oculus Rift
fun.
yet.
Not fun at all.
So you've actually
And
used the
I,
Oculus.
I've used the Oculus, yeah.
So what's
Tell
that
you what,
experience? Is that
Fall-
good?
Fall off your chair and get lost.
Get lost with.
It's-
You got lost within the
when you
memes.
first put it on to jump into the game, you literally jump into the game. I'll tell you, it's weird because you look around and everything's right there in front of you. And you can feel like you can almost touch it, and then you realise, wait a second, this ain't. No one else is seeing this. I've just grabbed some man's dick. So that's kind of how that.
Well,
took a twist for the worse, you know. I like a Jack popped back in again, talking about some explicit content.
He loves
course.
a man dick.
Ah, like I say, I
But
think
yeah, Oculus.
I think we'd all enjoy to be able to not grab men's genitalia. I think we'd enjoy. Yeah, I had to save it there. I think we'd all enjoy using the HoloLens. I mean, I'm gonna pop up a picture of it so everyone can see it. Pun.
picture.
I'm gonna pop a picture up right now so everyone can see it. But that's basically the
Pop that
HoloLens.
picture,
Self do some
It's-
editing.
Yeah,
Jesus
I'm
Christ,
gonna actually do some editing, Ben. Yeah,
guys, watch out.
watch out. Pictures. You enjoy my picture pop-ups. I don't know what you're on about. They're like the best part of my videos.
Dude, Endermoons.
Endermoons, of
That was
course.
the best one.
Endermoons, they're like the greatest thing. Shout out Throwback Thursday to, even though it's Tuesday, Wednesday. We should have done this tomorrow, so we could have said Throwback Thursday.
Then it'd be fine.
Exactly. Throwback Thursday to other videos. We're going to link them in the description as well, so you can check out them. But yeah,
I was
so
going to do a Throwback Thursday tomorrow, and you'll see what it was.
what are you throwing?
I'm throwing back.
Really? I can't wait. So what else was at E3? So we've talked about the HoloLens, we've spoke about the Fallout 4 and everything else.
Xbox One backwards compatibility.
Oh, that is like the best. Well, I was going to say the best thing about E3. Obviously, it wasn't. That was like a minor brush of the whole thing.
Xbox.
It was the best thing of the Xbox part. The fact that Xbox One games are now going to be able to run Xbox 360 games means that all the people that have gone out. Well, the Xbox 360 games are going to be able to run on the Xbox One console. That's what I was meant to say. There you go. Thank you for correcting me there. So that's like, I don't know. That basically means that all the people that have gone and sold all their Xbox 360 stuff, Jack, are not going to be able to go and.
What's on my Xbox too? I ain't buying an Xbox too.
Well, you don't want Fallout 4 and Battlefield, not Battlefield, Battlefront.
Battlefield. I've never heard of that game.
I stroked out a little. Battlefront. But
Battlefront. Okay, I'm gonna voice my opinion about this game.
oh, you've already voiced your opinion. Shh.
I don't like.
Ben's biased.
Like.
Ben's biased. Shh.
You don't like
I'm
what?
biased.
Ben's.
I don't like the look of it.
Why?
It doesn't
I
look
don't know.
appealing to
I think the only
I love
reason.
the originals,
That's what I mean.
right?
That's
But
what I mean. I think that's the only
it
reason you don't like him.
this one just doesn't look good. Alright. If it was by someone that wasn't EA, maybe I'd trust it a little bit more.
I don't know,
'Cause,
though,
I'm
but
not really a big fan of EA.
didn't EA do the Battlefields? But then again, look at EA. Look at Battlefield servers.
Well,
They're terrible.
Battlefield anti-cheat as well.
It can't be as bad as
Megawars
Hypixel's
anti-cheat's
anti-cheat.
better.
I was gonna say.
Better.
Shout out to all you Mega Wars fans out there.
All two of them.
Exactly.
Thanks, guys.
All the Mega Wars fans. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. We've gone from what was the on about Battlefront?
I don't know. We've gone greatly off
We've
topic
we've
now.
we've gone to the abyss. We've like
Go.
the dark
What
side.
HoloLens do?
HoloLens, but that's I don't know. Imagine playing Battlefront though with HoloLens, like.
Just watching stuff on YouTube would be chilled as shit.
But not even that. Like,
Actually, on your wall.
you could watch anything and
Anywhere?
nobody would know what you're doing. Obviously, I wouldn't want to get on a bus to Dudley with a £1,200 pair of goggles on, because no doubt I'd get robbed and killed. But obviously,
Shout out to Buster Dudley.
well, not even that. Anywhere, I swear, you go around friggin' anywhere. Basically, that's why I stay inside.
Yeah,
you step
go
outside.
anywhere would be expensive. That's it. You're pretty much
Earth
guaranteed to
Earth is like Terraria. Anything wants to kill you, so just stay inside.
get- Everything wants to.
Everything
not
wants to kill
anything.
you.
Everything.
Imagine
Everything.
playing Terraria on it.
Oh. Yeah, but Terraria's
That's
see
like
how
a game that would fuck with me, because if it's a 3D game, I can feel like I'd get motion sick, like I did with the Oculus.
but that's what I mean. But a 2D game like Terraria, like I just
That seems chill. That
that's-
seems like a good game.
that seems
Especially
like
if they have
fair.
the map on your table or something, you know.
Because didn't they? I say the whole like aspect of like like you need the goggles to be able to see what's going on. You know the thing that the smartphones did, where it's like a bracelet kind of thing, and it like they said they was gonna make it so you could basically like see your smartphone on your wrist, like wherever. So like you could be in the bath basically, and you put this like bracelet on, this waterproof bracelet, and it like projects your
Yeah, I saw
smartphone.
that, I saw-
That's kind of the same concept of how like it's portable kind of thing, but obviously everyone can see it. Like Google Glasses, where only you can see it. I think
Yeah.
that's what they've implemented, but in a gaming kind of context, which I think that's what everyone's kind of been waiting for. If you know what I mean? The fact that
I don't know.
to use it as
In an
gaming.
experience like that, I wish it'd come with like some spare hollow glasses as well, so the person next to me can see what I'm doing.
But then,
You know.
but how
That'd be
like how E3 did it? How they could feed it into a live camera? Pretty sure you could figure out how to feed it into a computer so that the person who was watching it could like watch it on a desktop
Well,
or something.
there's gonna have to be some way to do let's plays on it.
Well,
because
that's
they
what I
wouldn't
mean,
think
because-
of that without having some kind of way to promote games on it.
But like I say,
So-
the way that E3 did it, they fed the feed right into the camera so that the whole crowd could see it on the big
they had
screen.
a HoloLens on it, didn't they? They had
With-
the HoloLens on the camera.
Yeah, on the camera, because it took two people to hold it, didn't it? Because one person was like holding the guy's like back so that he could like support it, and then the one guy was holding
Yeah.
the actual camera because of how big it was.
One hell of a camera.
But
So yeah,
that's what,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish it comes with like some hollow glasses, like, because I don't want to have to spend another grand and a half to fucking let my best friend see the game I'm playing.
exactly. But
I'm not really a fan of that.
I think it's been 20p at the moment, to be honest.
Look, Jack, this is your topic. Say something more.
HoloLens is
Obvious.
cool as shit.
Just make sure you
JT,
don't.
everybody.
Just make sure you don't mess up and say Holocaust. It's cool. It's like whatever. Like It's HoloLens for everybody out there. Like, we're not that bad.
But then you could watch, like...
No, we're not watching the
Holocaust
Holocaust.
We're
on
not
HoloLens.
watching. If you want to, you can go onto the friggin' what is it, National Geographic channel to watch any documentaries about that. I'm pretty sure they have one on their like HoloLens. But does that mean the HoloLens could be put onto a TV?
Fuck
Easy.
knows. I guess we'll find out more as more details are revealed. Because the most they've done at the moment is like made it work with Minecraft and apparently some Halo
Yeah.
models.
So we're gonna obviously be doing a podcast on that some point in the future. The HoloLens. We're just gonna have a whole podcast with on
Its own podcast.
its own
yeah.
podcast rather than us just touching up on the subjects, because this is like a general overview kind of thing, ain't it, really? But I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. I just
What else was it?
so there was we've
Oh
we've
yeah,
done Doom.
there was this game announced, right, by a developer. I'm pretty sure it was at the Sony conference. There's a franchise called Shenmue, right?
Yeah.
I know the name sounds funny. The first two games were released, everyone loved them. The third game was never actually released because they didn't have the budget to make it. So at the Sony conference, I'm pretty sure it was the Sony conference, they announced the Kickstarter for the third game, and 12 hours later, it fucking nailed its target. After the announcement at E3.
What? So everyone was
And,
hyped for it, or like it just wasn't?
Well, I don't know what Shenmue is. I didn't look into it at all, but I'm guessing people fucking loved it.
Well, we'll stick it.
If
We'll
it done that
we'll
in
slap a
12
picture.
hours.
Well, like I said, I don't know it personally, so I can't exactly talk about it. But there's a picture of it. We'll slap up on the screen here, just if there's any desktop pictures of it or whatever. There's going to be like some
Pretty sure
baseline footage.
There'll be a picture of the trailer they showed, because they showed
That's
a
what I
little
mean.
teaser trailer. for what they could make.
There's got to be some kind of
'Cause
baseline
apparently
footage.
it's one of those elaborate stories that never got finished, and people want it finished. So
But that's like loads of games. I know loads of games that had elaborate stories, but I want them to. I mean, I'm still waiting for The Incredibles to like release a frigging film for that, because that story was phenomenal.
don't worry, they're making the second film.
They
Dad,
need
don't
to.
worry.
I've been
Incredibles 2
waiting.
is on the way.
I've been waiting for 12 years. This is what I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm
no.
ready for The Incredibles 2. I want to see them defeat that mole. He's going to die. Okay, he's going down. That mole is
He's
gone.
going to die.
Yeah, he's going to die. Disney film's gone.
Fucking Jack is gonna fucking.
He's
wreck
gonna
this
exactly.
place.
Imagine him now. I bet he's some stroppy teenager.
Yeah, well, that's if they've grown up.
Exactly. Violet's been flinging a banjo.
Takes place exactly after.
Well, hopefully it's not, because that's just going to be a bit ruined. I mean, Mr. Incredible's going to be probably dead, to be honest. He's going to be in a rocking chair. Like,
At this point, yeah.
at this point, he's going to be in a rocking chair. Elastigirl's going to
rocking
stretch
chair,
that much that she's
great.
just saggy. She's just sagging everywhere. We may have strayed off topic again.
Incredibles only at E3.
Exactly.
Uh,
Imagine watching that with HoloLens, though. Oh, that'd be great. Seeing a little mole come out your table and getting fought by like a midget on fire. Oh, it'd be brilliant. It'd be like a frigging mission from
you say a
Borderlands.
midget on fire.
Yeah, Jack would be like proper small when he compared to a massive rat in a drill. So obviously, it's gone for
Ratatouille on
it's
HoloLens.
gone. Oh, that'd be funny. KFC, that'd be great.
So shout out to KFC.
Shout out to
and their
KFC
Ratatouille.
and their Ratatouille.
New meal.
Exactly, new box meal, only for children. Only in Boston as well. That's probably where Fallout's. Oh, that's where Fallout is as well. Boston,
Well,
isn't it?
You can get cooked rat confirmed.
Exactly. Mole Rat KFC. It's how it's done.
Right. Mole
Mole-
Rat FC.
Mole Rat
Just sounds
FC.
like Mole Rat Football Club actually. I don't know why I said FC. It's just a bunch of mole rats playing football.
But wouldn't
Oh,
it?
that's not
But that's
Easter
like
egg.
that's
Wild
like
Wasteland, please.
Mole Rat Football Club, Mole Rat Fried Chicken. Wouldn't it be Kentucky Mole Rat? KMC or something like that. No, KMR, whatever. I don't know. Again, off topic. Another thing that I saw on the E3 that I think you would enjoy. I haven't personally played it. What did you think about them doing the reboot of the Final Fantasy VII?
Seeing the trailer for that, I didn't know what it was personally. This is really bad of me. I didn't know what it was until I saw Cloud's big ass sword, and I was like, "Oh, this is Final Fantasy." And then it said remake, and I fucking screamed. I was like, "This is 7. This is fucking 7 right here.
But
this
then-
is 7. 7."
But
I
then,
just kept yelling.
what you thought about it only being released for PlayStation 4?
I'm fine with it because at least I'm still going to see the gameplay of it. You know, it's not like it's.
But don't you find it's going to be different, the fact that you're not actually allowed to experience it yourself because you're limited to just an
I
Xbox?
I know a Let's Player that does games like that with no commentary, so the story is all I'm in it for.
Yeah.
Just to relive it as well. It's
Yeah.
just gonna be to see what they've done with it. Like Final Fantasy VII, any Final Fantasy fan will say it's the best one. So for them to finally remake it, it's just insane.
Like I said, I've never played any of them, which is probably bad. Like the fact that we say that we play games and stuff like that. Like I've never played Final Fantasy any of them, to be honest. Like I haven't tried any of them.
Not really surprised that you haven't played 7 because 7 came out in 1997. So.
Well, but any of the like, even the recent ones, like I've seen gameplay, like you know when they get released with the games for gold that they did.
I'm not completely up to date with Final Fantasy myself, but I've played enough of them.
So I've had 0 hours game time. I've had 0 minutes, 0 seconds game time in Final Fantasy. So I don't know.
It's a good franchise. Again, it's one of a very complicated story at this point. Like there's so many characters I'm pretty sure should still be dead, but they're back, and you know I've lost track of the story at this point. But it'll be good to see 7 again.
I don't know. Say obviously that's going to be a little touch of a nostalgic
Class.
kind of
Touch of
class. That's obviously going to be like a nostalgic moment for everybody who's played it before and stuff like that to see the remake of it and stuff. But
well, when they revealed it as well, the audience pretty much gave you the vibe of what the world was thinking because everyone went mental. It was great.
But
So
everyone at the E3, everybody at E3 went mental for everything. To be honest, someone was like, "Oh yeah, I've got vinegar," and he was like, "Oh, vinegar."
It was like when they announced the Pip-Boy edition for Fallout. There was like
one guy,
Yeah.
the proper geeky nerd who was sat at the front, got the glasses and everything. He was wearing the Fallout 4 shirt.
We made a totally new game. This guy's like, wait, what? It's like,
His eyes widened and everything. He dropped his Pepsi on the floor, and that's it.
oh, my eyes widened and tears came out. So
Only tears came out, Ben.
manly tears.
Manly tears.
Manly tears.
Well,
It was good to see a lot of stuff come back, and the Ratchet and Clank game as well for the Ratchet and Clank movie that comes out this year. Fucking hyped for the movie.
Are they doing another Ratchet and Clank game?
Yeah, based off the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I've even heard about these.
I love Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank.
Childhood Jack and Daxter and Spyro.
Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, Crash Bandicoot. Oh my lord, I could have spent forever playing these games. Honestly.
Nostalgia trip right there.
Trip down memory lane. They was good games.
Just a bit off topic. Look at this thing I just made from directly above.
Memories.
I'm where I am. It actually looks quite cool.
That's quite nice.
Directly above it. It's pretty cool. Just a bit of abstract art. Anyway, Ratchet and Clank. Childhood.
So they're making a film about that. Like I say, I haven't.
Yeah, they're making I'll send you the trailer and you can put up a picture of it or something. Yeah, no, don't tease your fans with the picture. Fucking hell. But yeah, it actually looks really good. It's a very high budget CGI film as well.
So yeah. Because
they've got all the voice actors in that played Ratchet and Clank and Captain Quarks even, you know.
See, I'm never a fan of like when when people make films of games kind of thing. Like I remember Bionicle movie, that was so bad. Like I remember watching Bionicle the game.
Well,
I could play that because that was good.
They scrapped the Spyro movie because they were gonna make a movie based on Spyro, but
See, it's like did you see have you seen the Halo 5 Forward Unto Dawn movie? That is the
series.
worst.
It's not a movie.
No, there's a movie on Netflix as well that I saw the other day. Like I was gonna watch it and then I was like, no, I'm not driving myself to it.
Live action episodes put together.
I don't know. I haven't watched it, but it was like
I did enjoy Forward Unto Dawn actually. It was good. It was a good link for Halo 4.
I think I'll have to send you like a link to it on it. I don't know, but it was on Netflix and it's basically like a film and it has like Master Chief in it and everything. It's basically the same kind of concept of Halo.
Does it have the girl from Chronicles of Narnia in it?
I think it might. I'm not sure. I didn't watch it personally. All I saw was the screenshots. All I saw was because I didn't actually click on it because I was like, I'm not wasting
it's probably just the internet series put into one then.
Well, like it was like an hour and like 32 minutes long, so I would have thought an internet series would be like a lot longer than that.
No, the internet series was like 4 or 5 episodes, I think.
I don't know. I'll have to try. To be fair, I'll have to try and give it a watch, but I looked at it. I looked at it and I was like, nah, I'd rather just watch friggin' Breaking Bad and carry on with that, to be honest. But I'm not watching. I'm not watching Halo. But yeah, So going on to from good games onto bad games, what do you think? Have you seen any of the Black Ops 3 trailers?
Yeah, the multiplayer one.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
Great,
Oh,
overpowered.
oh my lord! Everything dies in one hit. It's like people are just
It
made
does.
out of
It's
crisps.
so
It's
silly.
horrible. Did you see the freaking? No, okay. If you've seen the trailer and you're a hardcore Call of Duty fan, don't be starting a freaking flame wars because even though people don't comment, because I've only got like 100 subscribers, but still, if you are watching and you've got like a mad obsession
It's
with Call of
like the
Duty,
podcast.
this exactly. Don't be like freaking crying in the comments because personally Battlefield's better, but still. I'm
Sorry, but
I'm
can
more
I just come in here and say Counter-Strike beats both of those games?
yeah, but I'm terrible at the
I'm gonna
Counter
be
Strike,
that guy.
so I'm
Before
terrible.
Jack comes in and says, "Oh, Halo's the best." No, he goes in the corner. Halo died, alright?
I mean,
You still got my Halo, you prick.
I know I have. Do you want me to sell it for you at GameStop and then give you the money for it since you've sold
Yeah,
everything
please.
else?
Can
But
I be with you when you do it?
yeah, you can if you want. Watch me get like a
Why
limited
did you just
edition
throw
one.
my thing?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I had to.
Trading systems are ridiculous, man. Ben, get this. I traded in Battlefield 4. I got £2 for it. I traded in Skate 3. I got £14 for it.
What was the logic in that?
I bought a Skate 3 for tenner when it was pre-owned. I sold it for £14.
This is Jack, everybody. If you
And
haven't met
it
him
was
before.
6 years old. And Battlefield was like a year old, and I got £2. £2.
£2
I guess
fam.
it comes. Yeah, but then when it comes down to it, it's by rarity. I mean, everyone's got Battlefield. And
Everyone's
wants
got
to get rid of Battlefield.
Skate.
Not everyone's got Skate. I was the one person that went playing other games and missed Skate completely. I was the unfortunate person that never got to play that game.
It was beautiful.
I only ever remember playing Skate at your house, and that was when we was what is it, Hall of Meat? When you just throw. I only ever remember us playing. You just kill yourself like constantly. I think it just made me feel good about myself. The fact that someone else is having a worse life than me. Like I think it felt.
Look at me, I just get thrown off cliffs.
Exactly. But the fact that he could get up and just walk it off after made me quite sad. The fact that I can't do that. That's rude. I can't do this.
Jack can. He bounces everywhere, so it's fine.
But that's another good thing. Going from like good games like Ratchet and Clank and like Skate 3. I mean, even Battlefield was good when it wanted to be. I love the campaigns for Battlefield, but the servers were
I don't
just.
know. Battlefield for me died after 3. 3 was the last good one for me.
Oh, I loved Bad Company 2.
hate-
Battlefield 2 was great. I loved Bad Company.
Bad Company was good.
Even the online was
If you're
brilliant.
gonna say Battlefield 2, you've got to mean the PC one.
See,
I've
I
got
never
that
see,
on solid copy
but that's
and
what I
it's
mean.
One of my favorite.
I
first-person
never had a PC then. Like I was just solid like Call of Duty, like friggin' Battlefield and Xbox and all that. Like I never played any of the PC stuff back then. It was only until like I started with Minecraft and stuff like
I feel-
that I've actually
when I
drifted
played-
from the Xbox.
I played Battlefield 2, and when I started seeing all the new games coming out on the Xbox, and when I played those, it felt like they went backwards because in Battlefield 2, you had a commander for your team.
Yeah.
You could call in supply drops and airstrikes and like target different zones and such. They can give each squad in their team like different commands.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did all that go? They were such good mechanics, and they just scrapped them.
See, but the whole like thing that you said about like calling in like airstrikes and stuff like that in command, they've implemented that now. Have you played Hardline yet? Battlefield Hardline.
I haven't.
See, I've played Battlefield Hardline now. Like I've had that for on Xbox for about I don't know. I've had it for a couple of months now. I've played that. Like I sweated the campaign like straight away. Like I finished the campaign like 100% in like friggin' like a day, maybe even a night.
Battlefield is your game, to be fair.
But I love all the Battlefields. But like I can't compete with Ben. Like not you. Like there's another kid called Ben. He just completely sweats Battlefield. You remember Boone Jack, the one who never used to get game invites. He completely sweats it. But I finished all of the Battlefield like campaign like straight away. But then when it comes to the online, they implemented that whole thing of you get a commander that overwatches the whole like game. Like he doesn't actually play, he just overwatches the whole thing. And then like
Was that the second screen thing they did though?
but I'm not sure, but I just remember it being that he could like as a commander, you don't play the game, but you get to call in airstrikes and stuff, like, you get to hack like objects and stuff like that, which help your team win, but you don't actually play, and then you get points at the end as a commander, rather than a player, and then that's like the way it works. But that's the kind of I'd say the same concept as what you was going for with the being able to like do different things, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I found it good. I found it was a good game. I enjoyed it personally, but that's just obviously my opinion. But
Yeah, I didn't play Battlefield 4 or Battlefield Hardline. I sort of stopped with Battlefield 3.
I played
I don't know,
4.
Battlefield's no longer appealing to me. Maybe that's why I think Battlefront is not as appealing. 'Cause it just looks like reskin.
How did your experience go with
the
3G?
most- That was like a waste of £40. Swear to God.
Did you not like it very much?
No, we
Yeah.
loved it.
It was great, yeah. But every time I aimed in, it wouldn't let me aim out until I died.
Wow.
So as soon as I aimed in, I had to stay aimed in until I died, and then I could respawn. And then once I aimed in again, it would broke.
Did you continuously play as support?
There was nothing in my control settings that made it happen. I even changed controller. There was nothing wrong.
Wait, sorry. Can you
I changed.
Change.
I changed controllers. Nothing was wrong with it. I even went on COD, and when I aimed in, it worked fine. It's just Battlefield.
Now,
But there was no settings to make it happen.
just none at all.
Literally, all I could do was be a sniper and sit at the back of the map all game.
But I couldn't play the game either. Because imagine me walking down the map and just seeing some person walking as slow as possible because I'm stuck aiming. I couldn't do it. But it was still a good game. I did enjoy the onlines. I think the only reason I enjoyed the onlines was because I remembered so much of Battlefield 2. And that's the only reason why. Because that was a good game. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but
I don't know what I'm doing. Just ignore
yeah,
me.
okay. But yeah, going from good games and all these old games, stuff like that, to Black Ops. The only good thing I've seen about Black Ops is zombies.
And you've not even seen much of it.
Exactly,
Just
like
said it's there,
you don't,
that's
you don't.
it, they've left you with that.
They've left you with just that. But that's what they did with Advanced Warfare as well. Like I've played Advanced Warfare, and the zombies.
Exo-zombies, was that any good?
That, to be fair, I didn't think it was going to be good to start with because I'm used to playing like the old Call of Duty, like the old zombies where it's just running around the map and you go and get the Juggernaut and then you survive kind of thing, that kind of context.
Okay.
I enjoyed that like gameplay, but playing as Exo Zombies, it's actually a lot harder and you have to think about what there's more strategy involved in it, if you know what I mean. Because
strategy in Call of Duty.
No, because the zombies get exosuits as well at certain rounds.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff of it.
So within the gameplay itself, like you could be like, everyone just was always like, oh yeah, you've got an exosuit, you can just fly around the map and no one will get you. But when you're being chased by about 15 zombies that are running, and the mechanics, the way that they run, I think's proper good. To be fair, like the way they run, it looks realistic, kind of thing. Like you imagine playing that game with the Oculus, like it's scary. But I don't know how did they copy. They copied Halo.
Speaking of Halo, let's use that as a link. Speaking of Halo, did you see the Halo 5 Guardians stuff? The gameplay of the single player.
See, I've only seen the trailer for that. Where there's two different trailers that they released. There's one where there's Master Chief on the floor, and there's one where that other guy's on the floor with the blue visor. Because I never really got into Halo, so I don't know the names.
I'm talking the new stuff that they revealed at E3, the gameplay and such. They basically ran us through one of the levels and they showed us the mechanics of it, and they did this, the typical thing of, oh, you look like you're in peril, cut to black. That was Halo 5. Hey. But yeah, they kind of done that. It looks so bad, and it looks like it plays so bad, but I'm just in it for the story at this point.
See, that's all I'm. To be, when it comes to games like all the, I'd say massively online games, I actually buy the games playing it for the, because there was once a time when I never even played Xbox Live or anything. I'd get the games, I'd see the Xbox Live redeem codes, and I'd just throw them in the bin because I was just like, what's the point? I don't play them, so there's no point me having it. And there was and I ain't gonna sell it on to anyone else. So I just literally played for the campaigns kind of thing. So the first 3 Call of Duties that came out, I had Call of Duty 3 on Xbox and Call of Duty 4 and stuff like that, and all the Battlefields. I just sweated the campaigns for them, and that's what I did with Halo as well. That's why I borrowed. Well, I say borrowed. Took and kept Jackson, keep forgiving to give it back to him, but that's
keep forgiving to give it back.
Honestly, he just never came to it because I played it and then I was just like, oh, there's Jack's game. I'll give it back to him some point next year.
At some point.
It is collecting dust. Well, it's not collecting dust.
Which one was it? Was it Halo 3?
No, it was Halo Reach.
Oh,
that
Reach.
was good online.
Why would you want that back? That was my least favourite.
It was alright online.
Did you see any of the new Hitman stuff?
I saw.
Anyone here a fan of Hitman?
I saw screenshots. That's all I saw.
Okay.
I didn't watch the full trailer.
And there's a little description that says stealth in a sandbox. So I'm guessing it's going to be a GTA version, but with Hitman. So it could be very, very interesting.
Oh, now I say a vision. Yeah, I've had a vision.
I had a vision.
I've had an epiphany of what we could do. Okay, you know, like the kind of game like you've just said GTA. Yeah, imagine GTA, but then mixing it with the zombies. Like, you know how the streets are like programmed to have.
Pretty sure there's a mod for that.
There probably is a mod for that, but imagine it is an actual game. Like, you remember Red Dead Redemption when they did Undead mode and they sold it as a separate disc, and it was basically the whole free.
I never played Red Dead, but I did see the Undead Rising. But
I loved
cool.
I loved the Undead Nightmare. Oh, it was so good, honestly. If you haven't played it, I suggest you play it. It is the best like storyline going ever. Like, it pretty much runs as though like whenever the freaking cowboy era was. But of like, I was gonna say 1950s then, but I was like, that's a bit too late. But it's the kind of. But imagine that on GTA, like there's like some kind of zombie like virus outbreak, and you literally like driving down the road with like modded cars and trucks that have got like massive like snow shield plow things on the front of them and stuff like that, and just plowing through like thousands.
What you want?
Just hordes of zombies.
World War Z, the game.
Basically, that's basically.
Freedom.
Exactly, that's basically what World War Z was. It was just hordes of zombies, just posses of zombies just running at you, and you just ploughing through them in a car. That's just
that film was good.
I love that. I love that film. Yeah, that's enough topic. But to be fair, this whole podcast has been off topic. We said we was gonna stick to E3, and then we're on about Ratchet and Clank the film.
Goes
It's
everywhere.
it's
do what
rolled.
we do.
It's just rolled. It's rolled from it.
Just roll with it. Podcast.
Exactly. Until Painel comes in, and then Jack's like, "Whoa, Painel."
Painel.
So, Painel, porn and anal. Remember. Throwback
Oh.
Thursday to last like hour.
So Rock Band 4. Anyone play the other one?
No, the only ever like band things I've ever played is Guitar Hero 5.
That's not even a band.
Yeah, exactly,
It's Guitar
it's
Hero.
just Guitar Hero. That's what I mean. Like, I never played any of the rock bands or band or anything. I just played single trumpet. That's all I ever played.
Fair enough. I became a psychic as well when watching Ubisoft's thing, because a trailer started, you know, just casually, and I went over to the other tab and told Liban, it's probably going to be this game called Anno. It's like, you know,
And
why
it,
not,
and
right?
it was, and it just pops up.
And it was Anno 2205, and wow, was I impressed with that trailer. It was great. And then they followed it up with Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
So,
Anyone still follow Assassin's Creed at all?
It's the new one's set in London, isn't it? Like,
Yes.
it's a steampunk area. It's a steampunk area or something like that. I think they said because
It's the Industrial Revolution.
it's steampunk industrial, basically. I don't know, same thing.
Steampunk
Really.
isn't really
Well, it's not really. It's not real, but it's the same kind of concept of like coal mines and stuff like that, and like factories and things like that. The industrialization.
you know, hats full of gears.
of course.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Syndicate takes place in London.
Yeah.
And,
Because I remember seeing a screenshot
it
of.
follows a gang. It's a little bit different. It follows a gang.
So it's not actually like a brotherhood, like a creed. So
No,
it's not Assassin's
really.
Creed. It's Assassin's Brotherhood. It's Assassin's Gang. That's it.
It's Assassin's Creed Syndicate because the gang, I believe, is called Syndicate, and not a project. So
Shout
there's
out
that.
to Syndicate.
Yeah, shout out to
Copywriting.
the trains as well. There's a lot of trains in the Industrial Revolution. There's also a lot of top hats and crumpets, which is shocking.
Well, it is set in London, is it not?
But the story follows two twins that I believe you play as at some point.
But does it
It
still
does
follow?
look very interesting.
Does it still follow the same like Abstergo kind of thing where it goes back?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Because that's how
They
every
showed
that's
a
how
bit, it's
every
like
single
done, so-
that's how every single like Assassin's Creed's game's gone like so often. Like I'm sure in Black Flag and was it Rogue the one before this Assassin's Creed Rogue when you play as the Templars rather than the Assassins, something like that. I think so.
I don't know. The last Assassin's Creed I played was Black Flag, so
Yeah.
talking to the
So
wrong guy about that.
well, I've played all the Assassin's Creeds, but I think it went
You're
Black.
a filthy tryhard when
it-
it comes to Assassin's Creed.
When it comes to Assassin's Creed, I'm a sweaty freaking crack whore. When it comes, that's I had to get it out there. I had to say something.
A lot more than that.
But yeah, I was expecting Jack to pop in crack. What?
I'm
Horse?
just looking at a list of games that were announced as well, and it looks like they've announced another Fatal Frame game. Did anyone play any of those?
Nope.
The
That's
scariest fucking horror games I've ever played. I'll put
Really?
it that way.
really.
Yeah, basically you play this girl in the second one. I'm gonna just describe the second one because the second one's just way better than the first one. And you go to this town to see if I believe it's a relative of yours, if they're still alive or not.
Oh, just
And
popping
you
in
find
to
a-
see if Nan's alive.
Yeah,
Just popping
so
in.
casually. Either that or I think it's someone that disappears. You go looking for them. That that cliche horror story esque
Yeah.
thing. But the reason it's called Fatal Frame is because it's a certain film for a camera, and you got to use it to kill ghosts. because you got to capture their souls in the camera.
I think I saw it, and it's like, is it like a Japanese kind of?
Yes.
Okay, I think I saw gameplays of people playing this, and she's like in a school in the first one, I think it is, and she's going around taking pictures. But like when she takes pictures, the flash off the camera opens up doorways into different places, and it's like a teleport kind of thing. If that's the same game, that I don't know if it is. But what you've just said about the camera, because there's like a camera, and she's like just stopped snapping pictures of this camera and like uploading them onto Instagram and stuff like that, and like her soul's just dying. Her soul is just going away with every single
I wouldn't
upload.
go that far with it. But basically, the way you stop ghosts from killing you in this game is you've got to stand still, pull out your camera really calmly, stare at this ghost as it gets closer and closer and closer, panic and hit every button, finally get the right camera fucking mode, take a photo, snap, you're dead. Oh.
So it's basically a button bashing game, but Japanese hentai at the same time.
Well, it's not a button bashing game. It's just.
Well, you got a button bash to get your camera out to take a
I
selfie.
button bash because I was scared.
But that's what everybody does when they get scared. They just bash the buttons.
I just throw my controller and run into the cupboard.
Why is your cupboard that big? You just run into it and just hide. It's like Narnia.
Exactly.
Oh, Mr. Chumness. I've had an accident.
Aslan's
Don't
back there
eat
going,
it.
"Don't worry, child. I'll protect you." Shout out to Aslan.
With his massive beard. I just said beard. It's a mane, my lord.
Okay, Jack, maybe you can relate to this. Gears of War 4. You a fan of Gears of War?
No.
Oh,
Never
do you
played
play
it.
anything apart from Minecraft? Minecraft. Let's go back to the Hololens.
No. Gears of War 4. I want to go on to this. So you're a fan of Gears of War, I'm guessing, Dan.
Well, I've played.
Hoping you're
I've
back.
played Judgment, and I've played 1 and 2. I haven't played.
That's all that matters, right? Because what I'm guessing from Gears of War 4 is it's not actually a direct sequel in the fashion that none of the characters we know might ever even show up in it.
I don't think they are, because it's a whole set of new characters in it.
I watched a trailer for it, face palming for the whole thing, thinking, why are they making a 4th one? There's no need, the story was finished. So that's my thoughts on Gears of War 4. What do you reckon? Do you reckon they can do something good with it, or do you
Same.
reckon it's just a waste of time?
Well, I reckon any game that if they've already done a storyline to it and then they've like ended it properly, I don't see the need to create another one, because it's just
It's
it's
them pretty
pointless.
much like
It's
flogging
like-
a dead horse at this point.
It's like they've just got leftover money from all the other sales of another game. Instead of making a whole new game franchise, let's just make a dead one of the one that we've already made, and then hope it's good. If you know what I mean. I saw gameplay of the E3, and it's just basically the whole gameplay was just them walking around an abandoned city. You don't actually see no like fighting or anything. It's just them
the
walk.
exact same mechanics
It's
as
exactly-
every other game.
Them just walking around like some abandoned village, and she goes up to a sink, sticks her hand in it, drinks some water, and he goes, "Doesn't that look dirty?" And she's like, "Oh well, I don't care. I can
and then
die."
towards the end, they finally get some fighting. It's like
And then
some new
and
creature.
then to the end, it's just like a
I feel
like
if they do try really hard with the story, it might work.
the story
but
isn't
they're
that
gonna
bad.
have to-
You know, I
They're
hated
gonna have to link it in pretty darn well.
I hated the online with Judgment. It was so bad. The online for Judgment was just horrible. I couldn't get to grip. It was just so bad.
Judgment, right? Apart from the fact it was fucking survival based all the time.
It was
The
just,
story was pretty fucking cool. Don't get me wrong with that. The story was pretty awesome.
the story
I'm
was
glad they linked
okay.
it in the first game, but I didn't delve into the multiplayer. I literally just played through the campaign because I got the game for free with games with gold.
Yeah.
So I played it
See, that's
co-op,
because
you
that's how I got it as well. I downloaded it that way, and then I just played it
Yeah.
that way.
It's actually a really fun game.
You
then
know
play
the-
multiplayer, so like fuck that.
Exactly. It's like there's a freaking sniper
Like
on
Gears of War 3, the multiplayer's pretty shit. You know?
Well,
Gears
I
of 3
think
was the
I
best
think all
multiplayer.
games you either need to have a good storyline like campaign kind of thing, or you
Or
need to
good
have a good
multiplayer.
multiplayer. Like you can't have a combination of both. Like Call of Duty.
And if you do, then you've pretty much made the perfect game. you
Well,
know?
that's it, because like Call of Duty, they have a good storyline, on the sense that the first one,
Shit multiplayer.
but that's like it's not even that though. It's the fact that because it was Treyarch Infinity Ward at one point, wasn't it? Doing one like 1 minute it was Infinity Ward doing Call of Duty 4, then Treyarch did World at War, and then Infinity Ward did Modern Warfare 2, and then
Yeah, 'cause
Treyarch did.
they give each other buffer time. don't
But
they?
then,
And
like, when it came to Modern Warfare
Sledgehammer
3,
came
their
into it.
Sledgehammer came in, and it's just like they didn't care about the storyline anymore. Like, where's Soap gone? Soap
And
is
then they
just,
just
Soap. They killed
Get
Soap.
on Halo.
Soap's dead.
They killed off Soap, and then Captain Price was just like, "I'm gonna go finger myself across a bin over the road. Let's just go and die." And then he's just dying in the corner. It's like I just don't get it. And then next thing you know, now there's all new characters in it, and then you're playing as friggin'. I mean, didn't Reznov come back in one of them completely out of the blue? But let's.
I don't know. I didn't keep up with the story of Call of Duty. I played that for the multiplayer myself.
But that's what I mean. I played that.
I played more.
I played.
both,
I
actually.
played both of them, but I played it for the multiplayer based on the fact that that's all the game was anticipated for the multiplayer aspect of it. Nobody ever goes, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go watch the Call of Duty Black Ops trailer to see the campaign." Who does? Nobody does it.
I stopped after COD 4.
It's-
COD 4
I
and
don't
COD
know,
5,
the new-
and that was it.
I think they're trying to get people to play the campaign now because they've added co-op to it. So it's
See,
kind
that's
of like,
even
play
worse
it with your
because
friends.
It's still an aspect of multiplayer though, because you're playing it with somebody else. The
Yeah,
whole
but
point
if
of
it gets
single
you
player.
to play the campaign, at least you're using.
Yeah, but that's
at
bad,
least you're
isn't?
It was quite
utilising that
fun
feature.
in World at War.
Yeah, but I
The
find
co-op in that was
that's.
fun.
Yeah, no, but that's just
Half the
because it
time
was
you
World
miss
at
a
War.
lot of the stuff 'cause you're looking at each other going, "Hey, you're gay." Nah. But
Teabagging like a dead Japanese guy on the floor. Just just flew a plane at you. Shit. Yeah.
yeah,
But it's like if you need to implement a multiplayer aspect of a campaign to make you want to play the campaign, I kind of feel that the game hasn't achieved what it's meant to do. Like you should want to play the campaign for the fact that it's good, if you know what I mean, rather than the fact of it's there now, have a bash on it now that we've added co-op. Like I just don't get it. Do you know what I mean? Like Call of Duty 4, I wanted to play the campaign.
Back in the days of Call of Duty 1, because I still play that occasionally on PC because it's so fun and people still play the shit out of it. The campaign was good. People played the campaign, and then the multiplayer, because it was separate discs.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to play the single player, you'd put the disc in and play it. The multiplayer, you didn't need a disc in to play. So a lot of people, of course, played it.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure like that's where they went wrong in a sense.
I think it's the fact that once you've made so many sequels of a game and stuff like that, this campaign kind of goes out the window because it's like, what do you do next? If you know what I mean. Like, I'm still waiting for them. Did you play Ghosts? The campaign for Ghosts. If you haven't played the campaign for Ghosts, prepare for spoilers. Basically, at the end, you kill all the bad guys, and then the main bad guy.
Shit! Spoilers.
The main.
All the
Not all the
bad
bad
No,
guys.
because
Not like
sometimes,
every other Call of Duty game ever.
no, because sometimes, like friggin', it took all the way up to Modern Warfare 3 for them to be able to kill Makarov, in that kind of aspect of how he always gets away. But like in Ghosts,
Is he the
you
one that
fight.
got away?
Yeah, he was the one that got
The
away.
one that... Don't even.
But like
Just wanted that little bit of solo.
in Modern Warfare 3, you go after a guy called Rourke, and then in the end, you think that you've killed a guy called Rourke because you've completely brought down a train, and the next thing you know, he comes from behind and drags you off and goes, "I'm going to use you," and then you get bummed. And that's how the game ends. That's it. And I'm still waiting for what's going to happen. Like, I want to see him get. Well, I
It's
don't
alright,
know
next
actually.
year-
I'm going to
next
end it.
year
I'm going to
is,
end that there.
Next year is Sledgehammer's game, so.
Well, let's hope anyway. But I think I think that's how we should wrap this up now. We've gone from.
I don't know. I want to talk about one more game that.
Go
had
on
its
then,
first
go on
world premiere that Ubisoft threw in a curveball, and it's like we've got a brand new IP here, and the trailer for it looks absolutely mental. It's a game called For Honor.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard anything of it.
Never,
right?
but we're gonna pop in a picture there. There you go. For Honor.
Basically, you get to. There's 3 factions of warriors.
Yeah.
That are just battling it out.
Just
And
going hammer at each other.
it's
you know.
third-person combat, right? But it's like, do you know Chivalry?
Yeah.
It's like the combat for that,
Yeah.
but third person, and it looks mental. Me and Liban couldn't quite figure out what kind of game it was at first because all you see is a fucking shit ton of people just go in and fight, but a lot of them look AI controlled. We think it might be a third person MOBA, if you know what, like Dota, like third person like chivalry version of that.
Yeah.
It looks really fucking good, and I cannot wait to try it out. It's coming to Xbox One, PS4, and PC,
There we go.
and it looks insane. You
Is
should,
there a release date for that they've given that yet, or is it still in is it still
release date
developing?
speculation is around 2016.
So not that long then, to be fair, because we're halfway through this year now. So. That
And I have got the link here if you want to watch the trailer at some point.
It's a South Park
It's
game
also
to me, yeah.
screenshot.
Of course not.
As the what?
South Park game. I forgot what it was called.
The South Park game wasn't that meant to
Well,
be
they did-
released like 12
uh,
years ago?
Yeah, they keep on cancelling the.
What, you mean the new one? The
Yeah.
South Park. What's it called? It's something about buttholes. No, you think I'm kidding? I'll find it for you. One sec. Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down a little bit.
Something about buttholes.
It's called South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
Yeah, that one.
And
That's-
that was meant to have been released like ages ago, and they kept cancelling it.
Yeah, they've cancelled it loads.
Yeah, and the release date is to be determined. So.
There we go.
You never know when you're gonna get it. You never know when you're gonna get that.
You South Park.
He's gonna be on his rocking chair when he's about 84. Oh, I love South Park. It's great.
You've got to hand it to them though. They're good with the names. The
Yeah,
fractured
playing it on the fucking PS27.
Exactly. Well, why'd you get to PlayStation after being an Xbox fan? Wouldn't it be like the Xbox 6004? It just doesn't make sense. You're an Xbox fan. You're name playing the PlayStation 27. Come
You
on.
said I'm an Xbox fan?
Well, you wouldn't. Okay, basically, you'd be on the PC then. You'd be on like.
Okay, little bit. Just a quick update as well. We were talking about Ratchet and Clank earlier, right?
Yeah.
I made a mistake. It's not based off the movie at all. It's a remake of the original.
Really? Oh, that's even better.
Completely redone. Way better than I thought.
Oh, but then again, I'd say that I wouldn't want them to ruin it, and I hope that they don't, and I don't think they will. But if they did, I'll be a bit sad.
I don't know. I'm looking at it and it looks.
That's a
It just
beautiful
looks like
array
a
of
shitty
sentences
graphics
right
up.
there.
Well,
What if they did? But I don't think they will. But if they did, I'll think they will.
but I'd be a bit sad if they did. That's what I mean. Like,
What if they
I don't know. I
didn't?
think they've. It looks to me. I'm watching a bit of it at the moment. It looks like they've just put the original game in a new engine. So it looks like it's just the original remade. So here's hoping they don't fuck it up. You know,
yep, here's to manhood.
like my manhead. So we're gonna wrap this up then.
Well, there you go. I think this was a very
Wrap it up
successful.
with my manhood.
I think this has been a very successful podcast. To be honest, for our first episode, we've touched quite a lot of subjects, literally. And the subject, the subject was about touching at some point, wasn't it, Jack?
Yeah, panel.
Shout out
Panel.
to the Walking Dead co-op first-person shooter role-playing game.
Isn't that like the Revenge of Daryl Dixon's Nan?
It's Overkill's The Walking Dead. Overkill, I'm guessing, are the guys that done what are those arcade games? Fuck, what are those arcade games that used to shoot zombies in?
Dead Ops Arcade.
No.
No, that was
Like the
another. That was
actual
another
arcade
bad.
game.
That was another bad thing that they did on Call of Duty: Dead Ops Arcade.
Fuck, I forgot what it was called, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I did on the arcade games. You can play at cinemas near you. That's all I've got.
Nailed it. So anyway, thank you for watching. Well, listening, even because there's not a lot to watch. But thank you for listening to this first episode of our podcast.
Dealing with us.
For dealing with our edgy banter. But yeah, this was episode 1, and we hope to see you in episode 2. So
And 16.
and 16 and 27 and 458.
Bye.
So bye bye.
Bang.